Hi. Holy shit, Streamlabs is acting extra scuffed today, so you know, ganbatte. I hope the stream's okay. Yeah. Boy, it really looks like I'm just talking to the void. Holy shit. Streamlabs actually just crapped the bed. Well, I'm gonna continue on until I have concrete evidence that I'm not live and no one can hear me. How's everybody doing? Hi Jennifer, hi Velvet, hi Muffin, hi Jose, hi. Hey, so I've come to the stream often, every once in a while, yeah, you know. It looks like it's working fine so far. Okay, good. So long as it looks fine for you guys. On my side though, fuck, it looks like I'm not live. It looks like there was an error, like I don't exist, there's no game, there's no VTube Studio, like, I'm just like, what the fuck do you mean? Because, like, I look at my little preview, and there's nothing. I look at YouTube, and it looks fine, so I'm like, alright, fuck it, I guess we'll keep going. Can barely feel my left arm. Oh no, I hope you're okay. Fuck, that shit sucks. Oh, but yeah, so we're gonna get into it, we're gonna keep reading. We're on chapter 7. Give it up for chapter 7. Like, guys, I'm so scared. It sounds not good. It's true. I hope your arm is okay. Like, actually. I don't know what you do for work, but I hope it's not something physical. That would suck even more. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get into it. I'm also dead tired. Like, I almost fell asleep. Like, I ate dinner and then almost passed out at my desk. So, we got that, like, tired drunk going on. You know what I mean? Like, tired, feeling whimsical. So, I'm gonna get into it. We're gonna read the chapter. You know, hopefully it's not a long one. Here we go. Yay. I also fucking love that song, Dear You. Oh my god. Oh, Muffin! Oh, Muffin, it's your Oshi. There he is. You've been fighting sleep over you. I like how we both are like, we're gonna be awake. Damn, Insomnia's got hands. Like, you got a less than an hour, you gotta stay awake. Well, you're gonna read the book with me. We're gonna be tired drunk together. Let's go. And Muffin's like, locked in. The true MC. Oh my god. Imagine an entire book from his perspective. It would be so boring until Watson Nagashi. Literally nothing would happen. Welcome. Would you like a hot dog? Or shaved ice? It's the best you've ever tasted. You can have it with strawberry syrup, melon syrup, or Hawaiian blue. Is Hawaiian blue like... Try our takoyaki roulette. The winner's packed with a ton of mustard. It's okay, I just thought I had to use a leaky pump spray. Oh, well, I'm sorry, man. There are a great many booths at this year's Watsunagashi Festival. Anything can become a festival if there are vendors selling food and oh my god, I keep clicking for bond dances, or so I thought. It's still June, but it had been extremely hot the past few days, almost as if it's already summer. I consider June summer. Am I fucking stupid? I don't know. That's missing. To make it a perfect summer festival is fireworks. Buzz, buzz. This is Kumagai. Oshi-san, can you hear me? Over. Painting. I heard a voice coming over the portable radio. With this earphone, it looks a little like I'm secretly listening to horse races while I'm doing. Oh my god, Muffin! It's from your Oshi's point of view. It's actually from Oshi's point of view. Holy shit! You got your wish. A whole chapter with your Oshi. This is Oshi. I can hear you loud and clear. The town councilors have gave us a lot of food. We have Odin, yakisoba, pork belly stew, and some barley tea. Do you mean the barley tea we can drink on duty? Or the one we can't drink on duty? Well, If it's a canned drink, I'll take it. If it's a cup, don't worry about it. Roger that. And all the members in the town council say hi. We have the mayor and the head of the Sonozaki family, too. What? That old bag Oreo is here? Can you tell her that I'm patrolling right now and I don't know when I'll be back? Well, I don't think I can do that for you, sir. She knows you have a portable radio, so she told me to call you and bring you back here. She looks really mad. I'm sure it'll be a stroke that kills her. Roger that. Tell her with extreme courtesy that I'll be back soon. Please. Oh, well, I guess I'll have to go back and mingle with the locals. All of a sudden, a group of kids came running towards me from behind. After a quick look at them, I noticed that they were the granddaughter of the old hag and her friends. They occupied the corner of the shooting galleries. Oh my god. Shooting gallery saw making a lot of noise. FKG finally getting some actual absurd. Oh my god. Finally a tribute. Oh shit. Hold on guys. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Aw, piss. Alright, I'm back. Is the stream still live? Holy fuck. To try and fucking figure out how to pause that shit? Impossible. You've got mail, yeah, about that. Sorry, I had to call her to tell her how excited I am. Alright, here we go. Your own son was Oh, this is not the right headspace to be reading this chapter, I probably. Don't worry, I got water this time. I ran out of energy drinks. That's probably some of the reason why I'm so fucking tired. When acting her age, she's a cute, normal girl. But do I ever hate it when she acts like a member of the Sonozaki family? She'll be the boss of Okonomiya Yakuza territory in 10 or 20 years. Just you wait. And while I was thinking things like that, I noticed that Mion wasn't the only one taking leadership of the group this time. There was a boy. That boy. No, I know him. He just moved here recently. The boy from the Maibara mansion. Keiichi Maibara, was it? I heard that Maibara family is from the city, and they're supposed to be very rich, too. But he doesn't flaunt his family's wealth, and he has a good reputation because of it. Even though he just moved here, he's already adjusted to his new school, and he's popular with his classmates, too. Everyone in the village seems to like him as well. He's very interesting to watch, as a person of many moods. Boys of his age sure have a lot of energy. Ah, to be young again. Hey, you're up next, Reina. You're lucky it's your turn. Reina, are you okay? Are you feeling sick? I'm sorry. I guess I have to pass on taking a shot. Okay, you should take a break for a bit. So, that would make it my turn, no? Victory shall be mine. It looked like only 4 of them were having a good time. The girl named Reina seemed outside of that circle of smiles. Her name is Reina Rugu. What was her real name? I couldn't remember, but I can check when I get back to the station. Reina's only a nickname. I believe she moved here a year before Maibara-kun did. Her mother divorced her father or something like that. She's a strong girl who does all the housework herself. She's a very modest girl, I'm told, which is rare in this era. Unlike Maibara-kun, it seemed like she really hadn't opened up to her friends just yet. They looked like a group of 5, but there's distance between her and the others. It's a little sad, you know? Maibara-kun has become part of the village, but Reina is still by herself. Well, at least that's just how it looks to me. Oshi-san, the chief and the section manager are here. Please come back as soon as possible. Roger that. I can't believe the chief came all the way here just to say hi to the locals. I guess he's very dedicated to community service, huh? This is Takasugi. Oshi-san, can you hear me? Do you copy? Over. Yeah, I hear you. I'm on my way back right now. I'll be there in a minute. If you don't hurry up, the chief might end up calling me. I ran back to the headquarters tent. Need to stock up in the energy drinks, I really do. Yeah. I miss my Alanis. Ooh, okay, I like it. I like how in this one there's like, yeah, you know what fucking happens. We're gonna fast forward. Oshi-san, Dr. Yuri is here. Oh, thank you so much for coming. So what do you think, Dr. Yuri? Oshi entered the cordoned off area. In there, people from forensics were taking pictures of the corpses from various angles. Yuri was squatting down next to the dead body of Jiro Tomitake. When he stood up, he looked pale. I can't believe it. I know. I can't believe it either. As far as I can see, he clawed out his own throat. The goat, Oshi! Also, hi, welcome in Animatter. With his bare hands. This isn't a normal way to go. Most likely, it was the cause of some drug or something. Are you saying he was a drug addict? Who knows? I guess it's going to be my job to find that out. Hi, Rusu, welcome in. Oshi-san. What's with the 2x4? Maybe. He was swinging it around. Then he threw it away and he had more fun clawing out his own throat, I guess. Why was he swinging a piece of lumber around? He probably did it in self-defense. Did you notice that there were several external injuries on the body? Yes, I can see some bruises. The easiest example I can think of is that he was attacked by someone on his way home from the Okonomiya from the festival. He was seized by the culprit, given a shot of some kind of some dangerous drug, went crazy and died. I've never heard of any drug that can make people claw out their own throats. Well, I'm not a specialist, but many drug addicts injure themselves when they're in terminal condition. Well, I'm sure the old man and the forensics will take care of the investigation. Excuse me, Oshi-san. Believed to belong to Jiro Tomatake, about 100 meters away from here. Oh, that's great! Thanks for the find. Any other clues? Not yet. They're investigating right now. So that means the place where the bicycle was found is most likely the place he was attacked. And then he ran away from the suspect. It ended up here. Oshi frowned, crossing his arms in front of his chest. Irie was looking a miserable corpse of Tomatake, and he kept saying the same thing over and over. It's impossible. It's just impossible. Doctor, it happened, so it's possible, alright? Try to think flexibly. Although I get you don't really see something like this every day despite being a doctor. Anyway, thank you for your cooperation. You can go home now. We called you here for emergency medical care, but it looks like it was a waste of a trip. Sorry. Oshi stuck his head out of the blue tent and asked, can anybody give him a ride home? Irie gasped all of a sudden and turned to Oshi. What about Takano-san? What happened to Takano-san? What? Oh, the nurse? I think she was with him. Is she okay? You know her phone number? Of course. Kuma-chan, get her phone number from Dr. Irie and make someone at the station call her house. Understood. Doctor, can I have the number? Yeah, here it is. Kumagai got the phone number for Irie, repeated it back, and then dashed over to the blue tarps. Doctor, Takano-san and Tomatake-san were close friends, right? Yes. Have you heard about any troubles between them? No. Not even once. They were very close. Well, I hope she's alright. In the worst case, she could be dead. Or she could be the culprit. I see. Nurses have access to dangerous drugs. We don't have anything like that in my clinic. Even if we did, we'd be extra careful with them. There's no way Takano-san could smuggle out a drug from my clinic. It's easier for nurses to do it than for regular people, right? Like I said, I've never heard of a drug like that, and I don't have anything like that in my clinic. Oshi-san. She's in at home. The standby unit says they're going to go to her house and check. Doctor, can you give me her address? Kuma-chan, can you also check if the police headquarters has found any unidentified female bodies tonight? Maybe we should check the other prefectures too. Tell the section manager if he can call the headquarters in nearby prefectures and ask if they have any unidentified female bodies. Yes, sir. Are you saying that Takano-san might also be dead? Well, I don't know. I don't know if she's dead or if she's the culprit. Of course, it's possible she's not involved at all. She might just be getting drunk at a bar somewhere. It's unbelievable. Who does things like this? Well, it's unbelievable to me too. This fits the rest of the mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa. It's been 5 years now. That would make this the 5th curse of Oyashiro-sama. Damn it. I've got to get whoever behind this year for sure. I really want to put an end to these cases before I retire. Oshi hates the curse of Oyashiro-sama. It had been leading him around the nose for 5 consecutive years. The victim of the first year, the manager of the dam construction site, was his friend. Despite his desire to avenge his friend, the mystery had only deepened, and one case followed another year after year. Oshi could be retiring next month. As a retiree, he'd be able to ask about the progress of the evacuation, but he wouldn't be able to take initiative anymore. In other words, this year was his last chance for that revenge. Would he have to put his head in the lion's mouth to capture the culprit? Or she quietly clenched his fists. I believe that this maze has an exit. Maze. It's a very convenient word. A maze always has an exit. You don't call it a maze if it doesn't have one. I know I'm on the right path towards the exit of this maze. I used to miss these minor divergencies, but now I don't miss anything. I don't make mistakes. This time I could feel a response that was different from all the other times. I'm sure I can finally get to an exit of this maze. But no matter which path I chose to come to this point, Jiro Tomotake always dies. Reina had been sick ever since that day, and she hadn't been able to join in club activities as often since. Yeah, I still feel feverish. You do, huh? That's a pity. Hey, Reina, why don't you just try and play with us today? I think you'll feel a lot better if you can blow off some steam with us. You got this old man's agreement. Do you think so? Do you? Sometimes resting too much is bad. They're quite correct. All illnesses come from the mind, don't you know? Everybody has suspected for a while that Reina isn't really sick, at least physically. It's just that many things happened to her at once, and she caught a mental cold. That's why I thought it would be better once she played with us, just like we used to. It seemed like Reina was aware of that, too. She knew that she had to get us out of the state of depression soon. She wanted to get better, and she wanted to have fun again every day. Okay, I'll do it. Great. That's the spirit. Considering the fact that Reina is still recovering from her illness, let's play like a tabletop game today. Let me see. Mion started rummaging through her locker, humming to herself. She took one game after another from the locker and put them to the side. That locker definitely didn't obey the laws of physics. The amount of games that she took out from the locker was more than you could physically hold. Ooh, I forgot about this one. Let's try this. Today we'll be playing a detective game. Oh, what's that? It sounds interesting. Well, this is a game where you guess the culprit of the murder weapon and the scene of the crime. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Oh, please don't crash. It's a game where you must use your brain. You'll pick it up as you play. All you need to do is note down the information you have. In other words, you need to learn the trick of note-taking. This is a game for intelligent people like myself. The rules don't seem difficult. In short, it's a game where you sound out the cards each player holds, and then reason out the identity of the cards first drawn out of the deck. There are plenty of games in different formats where you try to identify something hidden in the least number of steps. This one just happens to be a competitive one of those. The key to winning this game would be to how well you can organize your information. We usually like to play athletic games so that we have to run around a lot, but in our club, you have to excel both academically and athletically. Alright, this is gonna be great. Let's play! Arena, do you remember how we still haven't decided the winner of the water gun battle? I'm gonna settle it today, once and for all. Oh, are you? Then I'm not gonna go easy on you. If Reina is getting serious, I'll have to get serious too.
Yes, indeed. Since the water-gun battle, I have reevaluated Keiichi and Reina-san. I'm gonna be merciless today.
This is getting exciting. This old man's been waiting for everyone to get this fired up. Excellent. Let's do it. Are you ready? I did it with a knife in the library.
Okay, my turn. Keiichi-kun did it with poison in the hole. My turn. Myon did it with a pistol in the lounge.
You're holding the pistol, aren't you? You're bluffing. I think I know the suspect and the murder weapon. I've narrowed down the scene of the crime down to 2.
Huh? Well, you're so good, Rika-chan. I've narrowed down the suspect down to 2, but it's hard to pin down which one it is. I'll give you a tip. There's always a hint in the questions the other players ask you. If you figure it out, you can even solve the whole mystery by the order of the cards the others put down on the table.
I see. Damn it, I underestimated the depth of this game. Oh no, my notes are such a mess. I can't even read my own handwriting. Once you acquire the skill of note-taking, you'll have a 70% chance to win this game. But even 70% chance won't be enough to defeat me. I kind of knew I didn't stand a chance of winning this game, but I gradually started picking it up. Oh shit. Let me get caught up in chat real quick. So I'm not sad, I'm just depressed. Hell yeah. Like Satoko. Yeah, Satoko says, you're depressed? No, don't be sad. Yeah. I've written the original Majora's Mask lore and thinking the name maybe... Playing a game about finding a murder with someone you know is a murderer is kind of wild. Yeah, no, I was kind of like, oh fuck, like as soon as they said that, I was like, oh fuck, I hope they don't like draw the card so it's like it makes her relapse or some shit, you know? It's a Chinese clue. Hi Raven, welcome in. Cut-in animations now, game of the year. Last chapter there was an actual like CG full art thing. I was like, what? Well, not CG. Fuck. I'm so stupid. Like a full art. That's what I meant. Like it was a full art, not just the sprites. Yeah, no. They've really been stepping it up in this book. They've been improving. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh shit. I knocked over my melody. Okay. But kitten animation. Kitten. You can't type. Haha, minor spelling mistake. Haha. Okay. Reina seemed to be getting her energy back as we played along. It was the right decision to force her to play with us today. Shut up, Paul. Oi! Paul. What a fuck. Paul! Fuck you. Fuck you, bro. I hate it here. Can't have shit. While we were in the middle of the same Chie since I came into the classroom. My, looks like we're having fun. Anyways, Ryuga-san here?
Oh?
You have a visitor. Everybody looked puzzled. Parents sometimes showed up at school for some reason, but Chie-sensei never called them visitors. It's rare to have a visitor at school.
I wonder who it is. Well, I have to go. You can continue without me.
Reina left the classroom at a run. What should we do? Should we wait for her? Well, We don't know how long it's gonna take. Reina told us we could continue, so let's just do that. Yeah. I can reach the cabinet veil. What the Can't everybody reach the cabinets? Like, I'm so confused.
Around the entrance, the glaring sun and the cool shade made it clear contrast. An old man who's holding his jacket in his arm was waiting for me. He looked like he was overheating with his tie and his limp.
Are you Ryugu-san? Reina Ryugu-san?
Ever since Rina called me Reina, I've hated that name even more than ever. Because of that, I didn't have the first good impression of this man. Yeah, that's me. May I ask who you are?
My car has air conditioning, so why don't we move this into there? You're hot, right?
He ignored my question. He ignored my question and started walking towards the parked car in front of the school gate. If he wanted to talk about something normal, he would have just used the teacher's office. But he wanted to talk in the car instead. Chie-sensei let him see me, though. That meant he wasn't a suspicious individual as far as Shika was concerned. Who was he?
I don't bite, you know. Please, this way. He called out to me while opening the rear door.
Is he a policeman? Did the police find out I killed those two? I felt anxious all of a sudden. Was this what they called a voluntary interview? I didn't want to go into the car, but if I rejected his offer, it'd only make me look suspicious. I prepared myself and got in. It was really cool inside his car. A car AC must cost a fortune. At least my father's car doesn't have one.
Please let me know if it's too cold. I like keeping it that way.
So, what's this talk about?
In retaliation, I ignored his question and got to the point like he did.
He pulled out a small notebook of his breast pocket and flipped through it, and he picked out a photo. The photo showed the face of a goofy-looking man.
Please tell me if there's anything you know about this person.
The man in the picture was expressionless and looked half asleep. Sometimes you can't even recognize your own family members in a photo where they don't have expressions. There's no way I would have recognized the person who wasn't related to me. But anyway, that was a bit of a relief. This had nothing to do with Rina or her partner. There were scribbles on his shirt, and we found the signatures of the students at the school. Oh shit, there were scribbles on his shirt. Oh, right. Is this Tomataki-san? I don't feel his usual carefree unrelatability from this picture at all. From this half-awake, emotionless face.
How about this woman?
I knew what he was going to show. Her name is Mio-san. Mio Takano-san.
Where did you see them last?
I think it was right after the Watanagashi festival.
Didn't you notice anything strange? Anything? Please, just tell me.
Did something happen to them?
Typical my car has air conditioner tactics. I don't think Risu. I don't think Risu. I know. There you go. Come on. Bruh. Anyway. Hell yeah. Yeah, I got it! To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure if it was Reina or Mion.
So you gambled? How risky. It doesn't matter how he won. What matters is he won.
Oh, Reina.
Welcome back.
What took you so long? Mio noticed that Reina had returned. She looked exhausted. I have no idea what she talked about with the visitor, but it was obvious it wasn't something fun. Reina, are you okay?
What? What's okay? What?
I'm talking about you. You look pale. Are you sure you're alright? Reina tried to convince us she was fine, but her face clouded over for a moment, and she decided to leave early. I shouldn't have forced her to join the game. I was regretting it a little. Reina probably forced herself to play with us, even though she wasn't feeling well at all. Reina put her stuff in her bag, apologized to us for leaving early, and left the classroom. Alright, bye Ryusu, have fun.
Well, she's gone now. I guess we have to keep playing until we have a loser.
That's right. Whose turn is it?
Beep.
Okay, Rika-chan, come on. Stay short. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. No, whose dialogue is this? This is a different color. I guess we'll just read it until I figure out who this is. First of all, I wasn't very close to Mio-san. I knew who she was, so I greeted her whenever we happened to pass by. But that was about it. I never really talked to her except for that one time. And that time was only recently. It was between the day of the Watsagashi festival and the day I was caught in the act of burying the 2 corpses by Keiichi-kun and my other friends. I had a phone call from the library that evening, and I was told by my father I needed to return a book he borrowed. He was shopping at some home improvement store at the time, so I went to the library and returned the book to him. While I was there, I thought about borrowing some books for myself, and then I started walking around the library. I saw her there. Oh, Reina-chan. Hello. Wait, this is Reina? Why isn't it pink? This is so confusing. Uh-oh. It's orange dialogue, so yours? Fuck, I wish. Fuck, no, it looks like it's Reina still, but every other Reina thing has been pink. This is so weird. What does it mean? What does it mean? Okay. Oh, hi, Reina-chan. Hello.
Mio-san. Hello to you too. I didn't expect to see you here.
Really? I was gonna say the same thing. I always spend time here, and I've never seen you. She smiled in a very attractive and charming way, the only way a mature woman could do.
Her smile gave no indication she knew her death was just a few days away. She said she often met with Tomotaki-san at the library. It seemed like she had some time to kill, so she told me she wanted to buy me a drink. I had nothing to do after that, so I let her buy me a canned iced milk from the vending machine in the library, and we talked for a while. Once I came to think about it, it was a little ironic. She mostly talked about the series of mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa. She had no idea that she was going to be a victim of this 5th year. A series of mysterious deaths? Yeah, you've heard about that at least once, haven't you? 4 years ago, the manager of the dam construction site was murdered. 3 years ago, the Hojo couple died. 2 years ago, the Furude couple died. And last year, Sutoko-chan's aunt. A series of mysterious deaths have been going on for 4 years now. It'll be the 5th. This is so weird. That's kind of on brand for Higurashi. Yeah, it's true. Maybe this is meant to be like Reina and not Reina. Maybe. But like, technically it's the same character, right? It's just Reina hates that name, so she doesn't use it. So, I don't know, maybe. Maybe this is just a signal this is past Reina? I don't know. I've heard about it, but you don't know for sure that somebody will die this year.
I do. Someone will die in a few days for sure. That's the old saying. Everything that happens twice will happen a 3rd time. So it isn't also true that what happens 4 times is going to happen a 5th time?
Mio-san was convinced that the 5th mysterious death was going to happen, but she didn't know she was going to be the 5th victim. That's ironic and also really creepy. But there was always something creepy about her. So maybe she knew that she was going to be killed in a few days and still managed to make it out with that mysterious smile. The series of mysterious deaths in Hinamizawa. Of course I know about it. I've lived here for more than a year. Every year, on the day of Watsunagashi Festival, one traitor to the village dies mysteriously. It's been that way since the dam conflict. Each case was solved individually, but mysterious incidents still happen every year. It makes me wonder if there's some kind of will to all this. The creepiness and incomprehensibility of it all gave rise to the name, the Curse of Oyashiro-sama, which fit perfectly. Despite this, I always thought the Curse of Oyashiro-sama was just a series of coincidences. My reason for this was because I strongly believe that Satoshi-kun was the one who murdered his aunt on that 4th year. I don't have any evidence, but I just know it. I know that Satoshi-kun was in a serious predicament last year and that he had nowhere to turn. He had no one to help him, but he had to save Satoko-chan as soon as he could. Satoshi-kun thought it through and made the best choice he could handle the situation, just like I did when I had my problem with Rina. I hesitated to inform Mio-san that Satoshi-kun was the murderer of the 4th year, so I just listened to her for a while. According to her theory, the series of mysterious deaths isn't just a set of coincidences, but instead a series of intermingled murder cases. At that point, the theory was completely the opposite of hers, but I decided not to cut in. You know about the cult of Oyashiro-sama here in Hinamizawa, don't you? Takano-san started telling me that Hinamizawa was once called Onigafuchi. She also explained the story. I keep forgetting to do the voice. She also explained the story of how the villagers were in the old days, showing me a scrapbook that she was very proud of. The villagers back then were called man-eating demons, but they were also admired as transcendents, enlightened people not bound by earthly desire. So according to your theory, a group of cultists who worship Oyashiro-sama are living in Hinamizawa, and they're trying to show the power of their god by enacting the series of mysterious deaths, right? I'm not sure if we should call them cultists or fundamentalists. The line between them is really vague. In the Meiji era, when the name of the village was changed to Hinamizawa, the customs and the traditions of the Onigafuchi were brought to an end. I think that there are some people who want to revive these traditions and regain the name of Ah in the Onigafuchi. Mio-san's theory was more than a little crazy, but it was also fascinating. At first, her theory had sounded like she was just jumping to conclusions, but after she eagerly showed me the documents she'd been studying, I started to think it wasn't actually too far from the truth. If her theory was true, it would mean that the accidental deaths of the Hojo couple in the 2nd year, and the suicide of the death by disease of the Furude family couple the 3rd year, the drug addict and murder in the 4th year, they were all cooked up. It'd mean someone who has a lot of power and influence over the police was involved. When I pointed that out, Mio-san nodded in agreement, and she started talking about how they were rooted in the village and how they were involved with many public organizations. After she finished explaining all of that, I finally noticed that Mio-san was suggesting that the 3 families, including the Sonosaki family, were the masterminds behind the murder incidents. In fact, the Sonosaki family really was very powerful. They hold influence not over Hinamizawa and Okinomiya, but over the entire Shishibone area. It might not be wrong to say that they even hold influence over the entire prefecture. If the Sonosaki family is behind all this, her theory would be more realistic. But that means I should be suspicious of Mi-chan. No, I shouldn't. But in fact, Mi-chan was very cold and unkind to Satoshi-kun when he was going through that tough time. I know there was conflict between the Sonosaki family and the Hojo family during the dam wars, but still, she was very cold to Satoshi-kun. But Mi-chan admitted that she did it was wrong. And I forgave her, too. I didn't want to think about it again. I decided to change the subject because I knew it'd make me feel uncomfortable if we kept talking about the Sonosaki family. First of all, what is this people's belief in Oyashiro-sama all about? It's a little funny that demons and humans wanted to coexist. In folktales, humans usually try to wipe out the demons.
That's quite true. That's why Oyashiro-sama is so interesting. However, there are actually many stories that people say in the old days worshipped a god that had drifted to our world from the land of the gods. It's the worship of drifted gods. In other words, there are a number of myths all over the world where people worshipping a god who came from beyond the sea or from over a river. The gods in these myths are actually people who came from different countries, though, right? That's the general theory, yeah. Ancient Japanese culture was far beyond that of other nations. Japanese people in those days saw foreigners from a developed country that they were so impressed with the knowledge of that person that they started worshipping them as a god. That's one theory. I've heard that Red Oni and Blue Oni were actually foreigners who drifted ashore in Japan because their boats got shipwrecked. The Japanese may have created Tengu out of the foreigners too. They probably saw a foreigner who had a reddish skin with a very long nose. You're pretty sharp, Reina-chan. I agree with you. I think most drifted god worships are based on encountering foreigners. But if that's so, Onigafuchi's drifted god worship may have been a contradiction. Do you know what it is?
No, I don't.
It's easy. Onigafuchi isn't adjacent to the sea.
Oh, of course.
In order to have a connection to foreigners, the place in question must also have a connection to the outside world. In Western countries, that connection would have been rivers running down the adjacent countries. In Japan, that connection would be the ocean. So, most of the drifted god stories in Japan originated near shores.
Isn't there a possibility that the foreigner washed ashore somewhere else first and then traveled to Onigafuchi?
Well, the thing about the worship of Oyashiro-sama is, it specifically pinpoints Onigafuchi Swamp as the place where the demons first appeared. The swamp isn't connected to any rivers, so how could a foreigner wash up there? That's why the mystery of Oyashiro-sama is so interesting. How much do you know about the legend of Oyashiro-sama?
I just read a picture book about it in school.
I feel like I know a lot about it, but actually I don't.
I just have an extreme fear of the rule not to leave Hinamizawa. After all, my life went wrong after I left. I felt dizzy when I tried to think about it further, so I stopped. When everything went wrong in Iyarabaki, I met Oyashiro-sama and he told me to go back to Hinamizawa. No. I'll get dizzy. Don't try to remember. Don't try to remember. I can't remember. I got desperate because I felt responsible for the divorce. I just used Oyashiro-sama as an excuse for my mental instability and told my father I wanted to go back to Hinamizawa. Right? But wait. Oyashiro-sama did come to me. Oh no, the colors are too dazzling. I can only remember the vivid color of the pills and the dizziness.
That's all you need to know. The demons came out of the Onigafuchi swamp and they attacked villagers. Oyashiro-sama saw it and came down to save the villagers from the demons by exiling them to hell. The demons cried and the villagers felt bad for him. They decided to let the demons live with the village with them. Oyashiro-sama was impressed by the kind hearts of the villagers, so he gave the human forms to the demons and let them coexist. The blood of the demons blended in with that of the villagers, and they lived alongside each other.
That's exactly what I read in the book.
I felt dizzy,
like I was going to faint, because I touched that one memory that I didn't want to.
People say most myths are based on an event of some sort that happened long ago. What event do you think is the truth behind this myth?
Because I was still feeling dizzy, all I could do was tilt my head quizzically. It seemed like Mio-san was expecting that response because she smiled, looking satisfied that she had successfully made me confused. She took out the scrapbook from her paper bag.
I'll let you borrow this for a while.
Thank you. But
Don't worry. Just read it whenever you have some time to kill. I want to know what you think about the things written in this book. I'd like to know, even if you disagree with me. because you really are very sharp. Jiro-san isn't interested in things like this at all, so I'd appreciate your input.
I had little choice but to take the book. Apparently, Mio-san came to the library often, so I figured I could return it to her whenever I came to return my books. However, the day I'd returned the scrapbook to Mio-san never came.
What's wrong? You don't look good. Are you feeling okay?
I caught a summer cold. I'm still recovering from it. It wasn't the summer cold that was making me feel dizzy. I always get dizzy when I try to remember the time I met Oyashiro-sama in Ibaraki. I mustered all my courage and asked her. My memory of those days in Ibaraki was blurry. I know I met Oyashiro-sama. Nobody believed me, and they told me that it was a hallucination, but I thought Mio-san would listen to me. Mio-san? Can I talk to you about something?
Yeah, of course. You listen to me, so it's my turn to listen to you.
Well, it's about Oyashiro-sama. You might laugh at me.
I won't. You didn't laugh at me either.
Mio-san said it with a very gentle and mature way. That encouraged me. Even so, I still hesitated to talk. But there was probably nobody but Mio-san to whom I could talk about something like this with. I gathered my courage again and spoke. I have met Oyashiro-sama.
You have?
Yes. I used to live in Hinamizawa right until before I went to elementary school, but my mother got a job in Ibaraki, so we moved. Well, you know what that means, right?
Yes, I do. You broke the rule of Oyashiro-sama, which is to never leave Hinamizawa.
That's right. And then, many things happened. My mother divorced my father, and my family was broken. I got desperate and did some bad things.
It must have been terrible. Then what happened?
I started hating everything in this world. I started to feel like everybody who was happy was looking down on me. That's when a mysterious existence started to appear.
You mean Oyashiro-sama?
The first time it came to me was, well, please don't tell anybody about this. It was when I started injuring myself by cutting my body with a knife. I cut my neck, and something very dirty and gross came out of the blood from the wound. It was,
I'm not gonna laugh. Go on.
The chill I felt at that time came back to me. I sealed that memory away so that I wouldn't have to remember it ever again. But once I unsealed it, I started remembering things one after another. Yes, back then, there was something in the blood. Something crawling. It was countless dark red maggots. They squirmed up and out of my neck with each drop of blood. But they wanted to stay in my body, so they crawled back in through the cut. I didn't want those creepy things to get back inside my body, so I clawed at the cut of my neck to get them out. But it hurt so much. I got scared all of a sudden. I was scared because I thought that there were so many nasty maggots in my blood vessels. So I cut a blood vessel on my thigh just to see how it looked. I thought I could see it better if it was my thigh. Then they oozed out from there too. So many of them.
I understand, Ryuga-san. Please calm down.
No, you don't understand. The maggots came out of my blood, and then they tried to get back inside through my veins. It really, really itches.
Please bring a doctor. No. Don't claw at it like that. Bring me a sedative. Hurry. Hold her down.
Please kill the maggots in my veins. Please take out all of the blood from my body. Flush my veins out. There are so many of them in there. Why don't you believe me? I'll show you. You don't believe me, but you'll do it if I show you, right? I don't want to get any more shots. No.
calm down, okay?
Mio-san sat next to me and held my hands tightly. Her touch brought me back to reality.
So what happened?
Nobody believed me. But then he showed up. Oyashiro-sama came to me. The memory was very vague and I saw flickering lights. It made it difficult for me to remember. I met Oyashiro-sama. That sentence is all I remembered. The memory of actually meeting Oyashiro-sama is unbelievably vague. After I got out of the hospital, I continued being treated at home. I still felt something moving in my veins, so I wanted to cut my body to make the blood ooze out, and I can make sure that there was no more maggots in there. Usually, I was sleeping like the dead because of all the strong pills I was taking. But one day, I forgot to take the pill, and my consciousness was very clear. I felt the maggots moving in my veins, and I felt the urge to look inside. I cut a vein on my wrist. I knew it. A lot of blood and many dusky red maggots came out of the wound. I wanted to wash them off before they crawled back inside me. So I put the wrist under running water in the bathroom sink and I tried to open the vein. Water, blood, and maggots ran down into the drain. Just like squeezing out pus from a pimple. I squeezed the vein to get rid of the maggots. I kept doing it. My arms started to feel numb and I felt cold, but I kept doing it. I thought I might die from losing too much blood, but I kept doing it. My body was filled with these maggots. I had to squeeze the blood all out of me. And then a very bright light shone upon me. It was a very bizarre sensation. I had never experienced anything like it in my life. All of a sudden, the dark bathroom was filled with a bright light. It was very bright, but gentle. It wasn't like the light from the merciless fluorescent bulb. It was warm and gentle. That was Oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama was looking at me with the gentleness and sadness in his eyes. As he touched my wound, the maggots started melting and disappearing from my eyes. That wasn't all. All the maggots that were moving throughout my veins disappeared, too. Oyashiro-sama taught me. These maggots were the curse. People of the demon's blood can't live outside Hinamizawa. That's the rule. Unfortunately, you've been cursed. It's very sad, and I feel very sorry for you. There's only one way to save you, and that's what he said. What should I do? The answer was simple. All I needed to do was to go back to Hinamizawa. I unconsciously knew that before I heard it from Oyashiro-sama. People who were born in Hinamizawa must never leave. But I broke Oyashiro-sama's rules and I left Hinamizawa. That's why my family was broken, and that's why I lost my mind. If I hadn't left Hinamizawa, nothing would have gone wrong. So I had to go back. Oyashiro-sama also told me this. He could make the maggots, the embodiment of the curse, disappear, but only temporarily, because I lived very far from Hinamizawa. After a while, the power of Oyashiro-sama would fade away, and the curse would start eating at my body again. If that happened, the maggots would take over my body, and I would go insane and die. Oh, bye, Muffin! Also, hi, Fasa, welcome in. Boop. Oh, Raina's batshit insane. I see, good to know. And the cults too. Cool, yeah. I thought she was just schizo, oh my god. Killer voice acting, thank you! I try really hard. Okay. I must go back to Hinamizawa. before his power to hold down the curse fades away. That's what Oyashiro-sama told me. He did. I heard him tell me that. I should have gone back to Hinamizawa earlier. That's why Oyashiro-sama came to put his curse on me. But he gave me a chance. He gave me a chance to pay for my sin for leaving Hinamizawa. Dad, listen. Oyashiro-sama's gonna help us. Let's go back to Hinamizawa. Hinamizawa is the place where we must live. If we don't, not only me, but you might be cursed too. Let's go back to Hinamizawa. It's the only place we can live. We need to hurry. We need to hurry, or Yashiro-sama's power will fade, and my body will be eaten by the maggots. Oh no. Oh, Yashiro-sama's following me. He's telling me to hurry. He follows me everywhere and keeps telling me to hurry. He keeps apologizing to me for putting his curse upon me. He follows me everywhere and keeps apologizing. I'm telling you the truth. I am. Why can't anybody see it? Why can't they see the maggots or Yashiro-sama? Everybody is just trying to fool me. I know they can see them too. No, please stop. I don't want another shot.
Are you okay?
I was breathing hard and Mio-san was holding my shoulders. I could feel that terrible memory I'd been trying to forget was awakening. The doctors told me that the memory was just my delusion. They told me that since I blamed myself for the divorce, I unconsciously had a desire to blame someone else for it, and I unconsciously connected that desire to a folktale of Oyashiro-sama that I read when I was little. I got drug treatment, receiving counseling, and waited. I gradually got better, and that proved that things I saw were just hallucinations. The doctors asked my father to consider moving to Hinamizawa if possible. Fortunately, he wanted to change his living environment to heal from his pain from the divorce as well. So, we came back to Hinamizawa. After we came back to Hinamizawa, I felt it. I felt it in my bones that this is the place we should live. I also felt Oyashiro-sama's blessing. I definitely felt it. I felt the curse of Oyashiro-sama starting to break. I was free. After I moved here, I went to the clinic in Goguro for a while. The doctor gave me the same poisonous-looking pills, and I kept taking them for a while. The terrible memory gradually became unclear. Whenever I tried to remember it, I could only remember the strong side effects of the pills, and it made me dizzy. That's how I regained my peace. And then I changed my name. Reina. The reason was because my name reminded me of those bad memories. I didn't want to have anything icky in my life anymore. That's why I came up with the idea of taking the icky things out. After I took the I out of icky out of my name, Reina, there was only Re and Na left. That's how Reina was born. And I liked that. When I was introduced to my classmates, I told them to call me Reina. Since then, that's been my name. I'm living my new life as Reina. I cut away all the sad things that happened when I was Reina. My father still calls me Reina, but I don't feel as bad as long as it's just my father and my relatives. But then, Rina came to my life one day and she called me Reina. Because she called me Reina, those colored lights started flickering again. I should stop. I should forget about it. The lights, they were still flickering. I'm sorry. Was I panicking that badly?
You were muttering to yourself. I'm glad you calmed down.
Judging by Mio-san's reaction, I wasn't panicking as badly as I thought. But I've probably had those panicking hallucinations several times. If I started screaming and yelling like I once did, they'd take me away to a hospital again for sure. I'm certain that I met Oyashiro-sama. I saw the maggots. It's probably so hard to believe, right? Mio-san smiled, looking a little confused. I couldn't blame her. I didn't expect her to believe it. I was sure it was just a strange memory I created for myself in my hallucinations. I can't believe I can't trust myself. That's the worst feeling of it.
Reina-chan, first of all, you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the curse you're afraid of, and the maggots that you saw in your blood. According to that, what Oyashiro-sama said, you're free from them as long as you stay in Hinamizawa, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Then, you don't have to be scared. You don't have to worry about anything. You're in Hinamizawa right now. Well, I guess this library is Okonomiya, but it's very close to Hinamizawa, so I'm sure he's okay with it. And if you don't feel anything moving in your veins right now, do you?
No, I don't.
So, there's nothing to worry about. You're following Oyashiro-sama's rules. There's nothing you should be scared of, is there? Right?
No. I didn't know until when she said such a warm-hearted person. I met many doctors and talked to them about this, but they always ignored me and didn't really listen. All they did was give me a shot and the drug I hated. On the other hand, Mio-san didn't deny my story or the existence of Oyashiro-sama. The people in this village whispered behind her back that she's a little crazy. But she was actually a very kind person, I thought.
Reina-chan, I believe everything you just told me.
Thank you so much. You're the first one who's ever said that to me.
So are you. You're the first one who didn't laugh at me and listen to me seriously. I think we could be good friends.
Mio-san smiled, touching my head with hers.
Well, I'll let you borrow my secret files and my scrapbooks. These are top secret. I didn't want to show these to anybody, but you're special. I think I can trust you. I know you'll take them seriously.
She took a few scrapbooks out of her paper bag and handed them to me.
Let me know when you think after you've read them. There might be something in them that only you can understand.
Mio-san was acting mysteriously. She smiled mischievously and put her index finger on her lips as if a sign to keep it a secret.
Don't tell anybody about these scrapbooks or what I'm studying, okay?
We're keeping this a secret? Okay, I got it.
If they find out what I've been studying in this, they might get rid of me.
She laughed after she said that. They might erase her. That's what she said. And then she went missing. She left me with her scrapbooks. But that's not all there is to it. It's the way Tomotaki-san died. Oshi-san said he committed suicide because of the state of intoxication caused by using some kind of drug. But I know what really happened. I didn't tell Oshi-san about it. I didn't think he'd believe me even if I told him. Without a doubt, Tomotaki-san died trying to get rid of the maggots. It was nothing other than the curse of Oyashiro-sama. To never leave Hinamizawa isn't the only rule of Higurashi-sama. There were more. He might have broken one of them without knowing. Oshi told me. Tomotaki-san was taking pictures with his camera, with the flash on during the sacred ritual dance, and some people got mad at him for it. Did Oyashiro-sama put his curse on Tomotaki because he violated that sacred ritual dance? It might be for another reason. Anyway, he died from the curse of Oyashiro-sama, without a doubt. Did that mean Oyashiro-sama put his curse on Mio-san too? Investigating the gods is the same as getting close to the gods. It's disrespecting them. But Mio-san told me that they might get rid of her if they found out about the investigation. By they, she meant humans. Plus, according to her theory, the 3 families are in conspiracy to revive a faith of the Oyashiro-sama. But I can tell by the way Tomotaki-san died that it was the act of the curse. I'm certain about it because I experienced the curse myself. And at first glance, it seemed to be incompatible with those conspiracy theories about human beings. I remember that Oshi-san told me something about some kind of drug that can make a person commit suicide. So did the 3 families have a secret drug that can cause the curse of Oyashiro-sama? That's impossible. Plus, I didn't get any shots of that suspicious drug like that. I had a normal life in Ibaraki. I wasn't involved with the Sonozaki family or the Kimiyoshi family. Oshi-san asked me a favor. He asked me to tell him secretly if I saw or heard anything suspicious. It could be about Mi-chan, Rika-chan, or anybody in the village. Mio-san believed my story about Yashiro-sama, and now she's gone. Tomotaki-san died by doing the same thing I did. Oh, no. I don't want to get involved with the curse of Oyashiro-sama. Is this conspiracy a group of fanatical cult members, or is it the curse of Oyashiro-sama? Is everything just a set of coincidences? Or maybe it's a mixture of conspiracy and curse? Oh, I don't know. Is it the work of humans, the curse, or a coincidence? Oh no. Even the light of the sunset was making me feel dizzy. When did the sunlight in Hinamizawa get so mean? Mio-san told me to keep her investigation a secret. I have to keep top secret scrapbooks. They might hold the truth about everything. When I realized that, I got scared all of a sudden. I might end up the same way as Mio-san. Because I have her scrapbooks. If it's a conspiracy, I'll be erased. If it's a curse, I'll be cursed. I should burn those scrapbooks. It's the safest thing to do. But Mio-san believed my story. Mio-san listened to me without laughing. I feel wrong to burn them without even taking a look. If it's a conspiracy, I have to expose it. If it's a curse, I have to break it. I shouldn't run away. I should fight. That's right. I decided to fight to seize my happiness. I shouldn't give in to misfortunes. I have to fight. I'm going to get rid of all the things that are trying to ruin my peaceful life. I'm going to read her scrapbooks when I get home. I started walking faster.
We did it! Another chapter done! Let's go! Oh, what a cute thumbnail for the fucking achievement. I don't know if it popped up, but this time it just said, removing the icky things, you listened to the conspiracy. Oh my god. And it was just a picture of a bunch of maggots. Oh god. Yeah, she's crazy. She's definitely gonna switch herself. Oh my god. The idea of maggots being in your veins just gives me like a weird feeling, like, get out of my skin. Yes, that is exactly what you're supposed to feel. Higurashi is very well written. At least I think so, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm kind of new, not newer. Like, I would say I have some skills in writing, because I've written a bunch of stories, but none of them are, like, published works, so, you know, fuck me, I guess. But anyway, Higurashi is kind of well known for this, the way it builds itself up to get to these points. She said the line, "Seize your happiness." Lovely, yeah. Oh yeah, sure, just give that crazy girl the most important thing for this case. Yeah, that's smart. Guys. I mean, think about it. No, let's think about it. For real. what's something this book has been doing that I think is really, really cool is it's calling back to the other books a lot. Is anybody else noticing that? I mean, last chapter, it was very on the nose when, they were talking to Reina about how she was like, I had to kill them because you guys wouldn't have done it. And Keiichi's like, I would have done it. All I needed was 1,500 seconds. That's exactly what Keiichi's line was in the third book when he says, I can kill a person. It's only going to take me 1,500 seconds. And then he does that plan to get rid of Satoko's uncle. Right? And now it's calling back again to a different book. It's calling to... Oh, fuck. The last one we just read, I'm pretty sure. I think it happened in the last one. Where... But here's what's interesting. That timeline in the last book... And it wasn't Reina that ran into Mio-san in the bookstore, in the library. It was Shion. And Shion was a lot more, like, how do you say, like, Reina was more open to hearing about the gods and the deities, right? Because Reina believes in the gods and the deities. But Shion wasn't. Shion wasn't believing in that. So that's why Shion, and also Shion went to her to ask her. Do you notice how she also, like, gave Shion the scrapbook in the last book? And now in this one, like, she gave it to Reina? Also, just some food for thought, because I know, this is something that I know, but, like, I know you guys like to figure it out on your own, but some food for thought in this chapter. It was, I don't know, like 10, 20 minutes ago. There was a line of dialogue, and it's also part of the reason why I'm trying so hard to keep my voice acting good, so you guys can match the voices. But there was a line of dialogue that said, no matter which choice I make, Tomotaki dies. Now who would know that Tomotaki's dead? Who would know that this isn't the first time we've tried this? Starting to think someone's messing with the time. Thoughts. Very interesting. Yes. Someone's messing with the timelines. Someone is, shall we say, resetting till they get a good ending. But who could it be? Oh, goodness. Believe it or not, we kind of already have the answer. I just don't know if you guys have noticed it. Who's resetting the timelines? Lore. The lore. Oh my god, there's so much lore. There actually is so much lore in Higurashi. Oh, it's such a good series. But anyway, food for thought. I thought that was really cool. Because, again, in the anime, I don't remember anything besides Reina killing the stepmom and the crazy boyfriend. Like, that's all I remember. But I do know who was doing what. I just don't remember what they do in this one. Oh, so now it sounds like someone already knew this. Yes! Someone knew this was going to happen. Also, it's the other reason, like, I know you guys see it every time we get to the end of the chapter and it says there's new tips available. I stopped reading the tips on stream. One, because back in the first book, like, my endurance in my throat was just not good. So I took everything I had just to get through a chapter and I just couldn't read the fucking tips after. But there have been some tips in this one that straight up, like, almost give you the answer. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm really glad I didn't read these on stream because you guys would have guessed, like, you would have got it immediately who the fuck is resetting the timeline had I read some of these tips. But anyway, I'm calling it. That long-haired little girl looks suspicious. The purple hair one. It's always the purple guy. Was that the point of 87? Okay, her name is Rika. Rika Furude. It's a good idea. It's, very, very cute. Yes, yes, because, I don't know, maybe, yes. Maybe if you go back just like 10 minutes even, when Rina was describing what families she was involved in. That'd be funny too, wouldn't it? She listed some, but didn't list some. That would be funny. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We still have so many, we have at least like 6 chapters to get through in this book. And holy shit, also let's put it in the books, in the records. This was the fastest they've ever let us get through Watsunagashi. Thank you, Jesus. Like, thank you, Oyashiro-sama. Like, yes, this is the 6th book. We did not need to read about Rika dancing again. Thank you for finally letting us free. Oh my god, please don't make me read it again in the next book. This was so nice to just go through the fucking ceremony and not fucking read it again. Oh man. Oh man. The man behind the slate. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, no. Yeah, Jennifer, I don't know if you've read the other books yourself or if you've looked at the VODs, but like, this is like the 6th book, right? This is the 6th book? Let me double check. Yeah, the 6th book. And every other book before this, Watsunagashi has taken like at least a chapter and a half. In the very first book, it took like 3 chapters to get through Watsunagashi. And yes, in every timeline, basically the same fucking thing happens at Watsunagashi. Basically. Sometimes, like, who dies is a little bit different, or, like, they kind of change it up a little bit. But the events are exactly the same. The group goes to the shooting gallery. They win. They go in an eating contest. They win. They go down to the river. Reina explains what the fuck Watsunagashi is. Mio-san, like, corners Keiichi and, like, tells him that, like, they're all demons and what the real meaning of Watsunagashi is and da-da-da-da. And then Keiichi goes back to his friends and they go home. Sometimes it's a little different because sometimes Shion is there depending on what timeline, whatever, but, like, we didn't need to read it again, so I'm really ecstatic that, like, Watsunagashi this time was just, like, a few keyframes and Reina going, wow, that was fun, wasn't it? Yeah, anyway. One of these days, I'm going to reveal your gaslight. I don't even know what you're talking. I'm not gaslighting. We're literally just talking about the book. Like, my gosh, guys. Anyway. Thanks for hanging out with the book club tonight. This is the last stream for this week. So I'll see you guys next week, yeah? I'll be putting a schedule up again, at some point. Yeah. If I don't see you in the next one, I will see you when I see you. Everybody have a good night, a good evening, and Veil Guards, you are dismissed. Bye-bye, bye-bye.